what would be the investment amount for an E2 visas, and are the E2 visas presently being granted?
Yeah, so E2 visas, yes, they are granted if you can get an appointment at the consulate. Or
That's a different challenge. That's a
that's a whole different webinar
yes.
there. Some people, so generally speaking, the E2 is not available for Indian nationals because there's no treaty between India and the United States, unfortunately. If you have, if you have different nationality or you're born somewhere else that has a treaty, then that's an option. So yes, they're being issued, again, if you can get an appointment, or some people come here, enter the United States on B1, not even B2, B1, and then after about 90 days of their stay in the United States, they set up the business, the company, the bank accounts, the investment amounts, then we apply for change of status to E2. So that's also a possibility, not ideal, but given the situation with the consulates, that's something that some people will consider. In terms of the amount, how much? So legal requirement is substantial amount. That's what they have out there. So what's a substantial amount? That's, it depends on what type of business you're gonna start. If it's gonna be, let's say you want to start a software company. Obviously, you don't even need $100,000 initially. But if you're gonna start, let's say you wanna franchise 3 gas stations. Well, $100,000 is not gonna be enough for that.
Right.
So you kind of have to, measure, what type of business you're starting, what is your startup expense, how much money you're gonna need to start the business, and then you can determine somewhat what the amount is. Usually a sweet spot, and to sort of look credible, consulates wanna see $100,000. That's kind of, a magic number, and each consulate is slightly different. US consulate in the UK, they don't want to see you if you don't have $100,000. So they have this internal sort of policy that you should just have to show the $100,000.
Yeah.
So again, depends on the business and depends on your consulate.
Brilliant.